Fox 66 News with Brian Wilk, meteorologist Craig Flint, and Mike Fenner with sports. You're watching Fox 66 News First at 10, home of Super Bowl 54.
It's game time. The Chiefs and 49ers battling it out for the winner of Super Bowl 54. Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk, joined by Mike Fenner. Thanks for joining us on this YourErie.com stream. Now, Mike, tonight is the biggest night for football fans as the Chiefs battle the 49ers, Super Bowl 54.
And a great game, Brian. Let's get you caught up and talk a little bit about what's going on. It is currently 24-20, Kansas City with the lead over the San Francisco 49ers, and it appears that Kansas City has just got the ball back with 1:25 to play in the fourth quarter after a sack on Jimmy Garoppolo, the 49ers quarterback. Let's take a look at the scoring summary so far. Robbie Gould with a 38-yard field goal at the top of the game to make it 3-0. Patrick Mahomes, a 1-yard touchdown run, made it 7-3 after one for Kansas City. And then they would kick another field goal. Kansas City, Harrison Butker made it 10-3. A tie game at halftime after a Garoppolo to Kyle Juszczyk 15-yard touchdown connection. Gould a field goal early in the third. San Francisco goes up by 10 to start the fourth quarter. Raheem Mostert, a 1-yard touchdown run late in the third quarter. Travis Kelce and Damian Williams both catching touchdowns from Pat Mahomes to give the Chiefs the lead going into the fourth quarter. It's been an exciting game. Maybe not as much offense as we predicted, but a 4-point game late. Everything you could have hoped for a Super Bowl with two teams that, well, had fantastic seasons. Not a very controversial halftime show, but some people really enjoyed it. Some people really didn't.
I didn't get to watch it,
but
and the game's not even over yet.
Yeah, it's been a very fun and entertaining game, and we will, of course, have you covered over on Jet 24 tonight at 11 with the highlights.
Got it. Mike, thank you very much. And while the Super Bowl was in Miami, that did not stop people here in Erie, PA from enjoying the big game, many of them heading to local bars and restaurants to watch it. One of those places was Buffalo Wild Wings.
Bryce Ebel was at BW Wild Wings with his friends. He was there to have some fun.
We'll bring some board games. We'll watch the Super Bowl. It'll be a good time. Drink some beer.
Who was he cheering for?
Chiefs. All right, cool. I'd like to see that Mahomes victory. I think he deserves it.
Others had a different take on the game.
Whoever wins, honestly, I don't care who wins, but it's going to be fun for whoever team does win. All their fans are going to have a lot of fun with that. So.
I'm just happy the Patriots aren't in it, really. I'm glad to see someone new in it.
Brandon Mansell was there with his father.
Me and my dad have a little, we started doing it last year, a little tradition. We want to come watch the game in a bigger environment. Nobody else in our family really likes to do it.
Guillermo Alvarado works at BW Wild Wings. He says the Super Bowl is always a good day for business.
And majority of our sales are coming from takeout, non-stop takeout since we opened 11 a.m.
The matchup between the Chiefs and the 49ers also brings excitement and anxiety for one local family with allegiances to both sides. Fox 66 sports director Jay Pushkar, he's got the story.
Not only does the color red stand out at the fire hall in Lawrence Park, but it's the favorite color of Fire Chief Joe Crotty and his nephew Joe. The biggest difference in shading between the two is simple. One loves San Francisco Scarlet, and the other is passionate for Kansas City Red.
Way back when, I went out to my Uncle Don's house many moons ago to watch him play the Buffalo Bills. And I saw that Kansas City Red helmet, and it just popped.
While the Crotties have loved their beloved teams for decades, do not expect them to watch the game together on Super Sunday.
We want to make sure there's still two Joe Crotties that live in Lawrence Park, and, because I don't think I'd survive a game near him if they won, just out of the potential explosive celebration, and I'm certain I wouldn't survive a game near him if we won. So for safety purposes, we will be on the opposite ends of town.
Yeah, Uncle Joe gets pretty jacked up. That's, again, part of my type A personality. And I'm 62 years old, and there isn't a day I don't dream about strapping a set of shoulder pads and a helmet on and just jacking someone right up. So, yeah, I can see his point, but I haven't slept that much. It's like going back to running through the eyeglasses to save an eye game.
Even if their family is divided for a few hours during Super Bowl 54, there will be consolation for whatever the final score will be.
One way or another, you don't know how many Super Bowls you're going to have a chance to watch your team win. 50 years later, you know, he gets a chance. So it'd be hard to be too bitter if a lifelong Chiefs fan gets a chance to enjoy their championship too.
And that was Jay Pushkar reporting. Now to weather meteorologist Craig Flint. He's got your Fox First forecast. Hey, Craig.
Hi there, Brian. Good evening to you. Good evening, everyone, as we bring you up to date with the forecast. Stubborn clouds over the region as we take a look at the quick fill camera right now over the Bayfront, and you can see up toward far northeastern Chautauqua County, like way up there. There are still some lingering rain and wet snow showers. The rest of the region's dry, and it will stay that way through the night. Clouds will cling, though, 42. And with the clouds overhead, that will kind of regulate temperatures. West-southwest winds blustery at 15 miles an hour. Forecast first only dropping to near 40 by midnight, maybe into the mid-upper 30s by 7 a.m. Clouds start to break up. A little more sun, though, as we head through the day. A little bit milder, too, as temperatures make it into the 40s for highs. And we're going to be all over the place this week in terms of temperature. Looks like a busy week overall. The forecast in full coming up in just a bit, Brian.
Thank you, Craig. A family in Meadville is homeless after a fire tears through their house. According to the Vernon Central Fire Department, the fire happened around 10:30 this morning at a house located on Pennsylvania Avenue. When crews arrived, heavy smoke and fire was billowing out of the house. Crews were able to put out the fire quickly. Now, no one was hurt in the fire, but several pets were killed. Red Cross has been called in to assist the family. The fire is still under investigation, but they think it started in the kitchen. And well, it's official. You can expect an early spring. That's because Punxsutawney Phil, well, he did not see his shadow Sunday. Thousands of people showed up in Gobbler's Knob, PA for Groundhog's Day celebrations. Traditionally, if the groundhog sees his shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. But that will not be the case, according to Phil, this year. So what does that mean for us in Erie, PA? We talked to environmental experts who say having a mild winter is not always a good thing. Emma Rose Lewis has the story.
Well, having an early spring and having a mild winter isn't always a good thing. So, you know, since we didn't have ice on the lake, that causes more erosion. And so it's not always a good thing to have a mild winter. Sometimes it's good that we have ice and that we have snow.
Others are excited for warmer weather and getting to spend more time outside.
That sounds wonderful. I don't like snow that much, so I would love spring and getting outside.
The Tom Ridge Environmental Center held an educational event today for the whole family about groundhogs, which are common in the Erie area. One grandmother brought her grandson.
When you're only 3 years old, you can, it's just all new to them and everything, and you're seeing it through their eyes.
First day of spring doesn't officially start until March 19th. Who knows if Phil is actually going to be right? At Pascal, Emma Rose Lewis, Fox 66 News.
Well, the Super Bowl drew millions of viewers today, but the 2020 Bunny Bowl drew in a local crowd at the Erie Area Rabbit Society to watch the adorable and adoptive bunnies on the football field. The bunnies were taken out onto the field in front of spectators to get some exercise and score some touchdowns. Now, all the bunnies competing were adoptable, spayed, and neutered.
Since it is Groundhog Day today, we decided to do the groundhogs versus the bunnies to do a little competition since we are stealing their limelight today.
Now, the 7th annual Bunny Bowl included all adoptive bunnies from the Erie Area Rabbit Society for a fee of $50. And it still feels like winter, even though Punxsutawney Phil didn't see his shadow and predicted an early spring. One local restaurant is bringing that warm summer weather feeling with its monthly food truck pop-up. Coffee in the Park adding its specialty meat nachos to the menu, like pulled pork nacho, to get people excited for the summer months ahead.
Today we're hoping that people are just getting some yummy food, thinking of summer, because you know the weather's been a little on and off the last couple of weeks.
The Brunch Box food truck will be out at the beginning of June for the first food truck event. And wintertime means staying inside and trying to keep warm. One way to get out of the house with the family is doing a Big Little painting lesson at Cocktails and Color. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and their little ones ages 6 to 14 can bond while creating masterpieces together during these classes.
Usually we hear people coming in saying, I can't even paint a straight line, I'm overwhelmed, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. But by the end of the class with the instruction, they leave with something that they're super proud of. They're taking pictures, they're putting them on Facebook socials.
Classes are held once a month and are $50 for an adult and child pair. Visit cocktailsandcolors.com for more information. Travel restrictions are in effect this evening. The coronavirus continues to spread around Asia and the world. The restrictions officially went into effect Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The restrictions come as health officials confirm a Massachusetts college student is the 8th case of coronavirus in the U.S. He recently returned from Wuhan, China.
Any U.S. citizen returning to the United States who has been in Hubei province in the previous 14 days will be subject to up to 14 days of mandatory quarantine.
The first death outside of China was reported Sunday. A 44-year-old Chinese man died in the Philippines just days after he flew in from Wuhan.
British police shoot and kill a man after terror-related stabbings. I'm Greg Falcon in London. That's my story coming up.
Plus, helping to take the fear out of a child's hospital visit. And Choco-tastic. Hershey's showing off a new chocolate bar that is one for the record books.